Success has a dark side. You admire the billionaires, the athletes, the CEOs, the icons. But do you really know what it took for them to get there? Do you understand the sacrifices, the betrayals, the nights of self-doubt, the pain that almost broke them? You want to be successful, but are you truly ready for what it demands? This isn't a fairy tale. This is war. And in war, only the strongest survive. Most people only see the final product, the wealth, the fame, the glory. They see the mansion, the supercars, the headlines, the applause. But what they don't see is the years of struggle, the relentless discipline, and the ugly truths behind success. You think Elon Musk just became a billionaire overnight? He slept on his office floor. He worked 100-hour weeks when most people struggled with 40. He nearly went bankrupt multiple times. He faced lawsuits, government pressure, and public ridicule, and he still didn't quit. You admire Michael Jordan for his legendary basketball career, but do you realize he got cut from his high school team? He turned that rejection into fuel, waking up at 5 a.m., practicing more than anyone, and transforming himself into the greatest player of all time. The truth is, the illusion of success blinds the weak. They think it's luck. They think it's talent. But it's not. It's a relentless, obsessive drive to win at all costs. The world doesn't hand out success. You have to take it. The price of success is isolation. You will lose friends. You will distance yourself from family. You will miss parties, birthdays, vacations. While others are out drinking on a Friday night, you will be working, grinding, bleeding for your dream, and they will mock you for it. They will say you're obsessed, that you're wasting your youth. But years later, when you're at the top, they will pretend they always believed in you. Success demands ruthlessness. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. Why? Because he was too demanding, too intense. But without that fire, Apple would have died. Arnold Schwarzenegger, in his rise to fame, cut off distractions. He refused to go home for Christmas because it took him away from training. He sacrificed comfort for greatness. The world rewards those who refuse to be ordinary. You must be willing to detach from comfort. You must be willing to destroy every excuse standing in your way. Because success doesn't wait for those who hesitate. It only bows to those who refuse to stop. The world doesn't care about your excuses. You will fail, over and over again. Jeff Bezos was laughed at when he started Amazon. People said an online bookstore would never work. Now he's worth over $150 billion. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. The difference between the successful and the average? The successful don't quit. They don't whine. They don't let rejection define them. They take the pain, the losses, the betrayals, and they use it as fuel. You must be willing to fail 1,000 times and keep going, because failure is not the enemy. Quitting is. You want success? Then understand this. You will be lonely. You will be exhausted. You will question yourself 1,000 times, and still, you must keep going. There will be days when you wake up and feel like a failure, when you look around and see no progress, when you start doubting if all this sacrifice is worth it. And this is where most people break. This is where the weak turn back, return to their old, comfortable lives, and accept mediocrity. But the great ones, they push through. When they're tired, they work. When they're doubted, they work. When they're broken, they keep going. Because they understand one thing: success doesn't wait for permission. It rewards those who take it by force. You will not always feel like working. You will not always see instant results. But that's the difference between the elite and the ordinary. The elite keep moving forward, even when progress seems invisible. If you want success, you must rewire your mind. You must become addicted to progress. You must wake up every day and chase your goals like your life depends on it. Because it does. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. You think you need to feel motivated to work? You work when you don't feel like it. You grind when you're exhausted. You show up even when your mind is screaming at you to quit. That's how winners are made. Champions don't rely on emotions. They rely on systems, habits, and execution. The moment you stop negotiating with yourself, the moment you stop making excuses, that is the moment you unlock your full potential. If you're ready to stop dreaming and start executing, then it's time. Time to outwork, outlast, and outfight everyone. Success is waiting, but only for those willing to pay the price. Now go make it happen.